Budgeting does not imply denying yourself of your desires. A budget, when done correctly, acts as a roadmap for our financial future. In fact, a detailed, written budget is an essential component of a strong financial strategic plan. Unfortunately, misconceptions regarding budgeting led to many well-intentioned people making mistakes or abandoning the concept of a spending plan entirely. We're here to put an end to your budgetary follies for good. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be showing you the top 10 biggest budgeting mistakes you might be making. Before we get into the video, don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure that the post notifications are turned on so that you never miss a video from us. Without further ado, let's dive in. Number 10. Depriving yourself of fun money. Budgeting can sometimes appear to be a form of financial punishment that must be suffered, like eating cold ramen noodles at home while your friends are out having a dine-out. However, managing your finances should not be about sacrifice. Because you're spending more wisely, you should have more money to spend on the things you actually desire. To avoid binge shopping, set aside a portion of your monthly earnings to spend on things that make you happy. Who wants to be a part of a strategy that is all work and no play? A fun budget allows you to spend time with your friends, indulge in your hobbies, or pamper yourself without feeling guilty. Number 9. Forgetting about irregular expenses. It happens to all of us. We're on track with our monthly spending, and then an unforeseen expense sneaks up on us and smashes us, forcing us to go over budget. There's the wedding present you forgot to buy, the unfortunate parking ticket, or the last-minute flight home. While it may be tempting to dismiss these costs as too uncommon to plan for, one overdraft fee on your checking account is all it takes to see why being prepared is so vital. Number 8. Never updating your budget. A budget is something that can vary on a monthly basis, and it'll require numerous adjustments along the road. Despite the importance of your budget, there are times when it is pushed to the back of your mind. You may be terrified of your budget, or life is just getting in the way of taking control. It could be as simple as not scheduling time for your budget. It's all too easy to bury this activity at the bottom of the to-do list and never get around to it. However, if you put it off, you risk jeopardizing your budget. Setting aside time, even if it's just once a week, to review your budget and make sure you're still on track is critical to a successful budget and a secure financial future. The more time you can devote to your budget, the better. You'll need to devote more time to create your monthly budget, but with proper maintenance throughout the month, even 5 minutes per day can make a significant difference in your budget's effectiveness. To succeed, a budget requires hard work and dedication. It's not something you can put up once and forget about. It's something you must devote time to in order to get it correctly. Number 7. Never adjusting your variable expenses. Let's say a review of your spending finds you're overspending in areas like entertainment, shopping, and recreation. You'll need to make changes in such a situation, or you'll continue to overspend each month. Whatever the reason, even little unexpected expenses might skew your budget if you're caught off guard, causing you to reallocate funds you'd already set aside for other initiatives to make up the difference. Number 6. Owning too many financial accounts. It's easy to lose track of how you're spending your money if you have too many credit cards and checking accounts. Try minimizing and simplifying all of your accounts. You won't be able to track spending or stay on top of payments if you have too many shop cards and credit cards, which can lead to costly disasters like credit score loss, late penalties, revolving debt, and overspending. Number 5. Not considering cheaper alternatives. Some products inspire fervent devotion among users, but this makes them an easy target for competitors looking for a piece of the action. Often, knockoffs and lookalikes fall short of the original product, but in rare situations, they might deliver equal or better performance for a fraction of the cost. Reducing spending is one approach to staying within budget, but you may feel powerless to control the cost of certain items such as utilities. Utility tariffs, on the other hand, aren't set in stone, and you have more options than you think. Begin by going over your monthly utility bills and searching for methods to save money. You can look for new providers and compare costs, or you can talk to a retention specialist to determine whether you qualify for a discount or a special offer. To keep your business, the corporation may reduce your fee. Number 4. Having unrealistic expectations. Any advice that makes difficult financial strategies appear to be a simple way to profit is extremely risky. There's a lot of questionable advice out there, either oversimplifying crucial decisions or saying that a one-size-fits-all strategy would work. There's a lot of gray in the black and white realm of giving advice. When planning your finances, don't forget about your own needs and circumstances. On paper, extreme budgeting appears to be a smart idea, but it isn't necessarily successful or practicable. Number 3. Saving without a plan. Spending without a budget is the biggest financial mistake you can make. If you don't make a monthly budget, you're likely to find yourself in the middle of a financial crisis, or at the very least, overspending in a way that will put you in debt. Furthermore, you're unlikely to be saving for crucial financial goals such as a home or retirement. Although you may be able to get by for the time being, despite this budgeting chaos, you'll not be able to move forward unless you create a budget. If the thought of itemizing a laundry list of monthly expenses is deterring you from creating a budget, focus on 1 or 2 spending areas in your initial budget to keep things simple. Number 2. Estimating how much you spend. This can be as simple as gathering all of the documents to show your monthly income and expenses such as a bank, credit card, and investment accounts, paycheck stubs, benefit statements, and electronic payments. The precision of a budget will decide how strong it is. While some of these income and spending categories may change month to month or reflect one-time or irregular transactions, compiling a paper trail is the best method to gain a bird's-eye view of how much money enters and leaves your financial house each month. Then you can get down to the nitty-gritty of putting together a budget that will help you build a solid foundation for the future. It's a good idea to track your expenses for a month or 2 before attempting to make a budget. Make a detailed list of everything you spend your money on. You'll be able to monitor where your money is going and make a sensible budget this way. Number 1. Buying too much house. Owning too much home, and by owning, we mean in the process of owning, is one of the most common financial challenges that people face today. In other words, getting a mortgage for a home you can't afford, plus high utility bills and high maintenance costs. This is a significant issue. If this is your issue, you must solve it as soon as possible. Low housing liquidity and significant foreclosure risks, on the other hand, are some of the other things that will keep one awake at night. Housing liquidity refers to how easy it would be to sell your home fast for an acceptable price. The lower your liquidity, the more difficult it'll be to sell your home in an emergency situation such as a job move or financial limitations. There are only 3 ways to overcome the problem of having too many houses: spend less money, make more money, or sell your property. Perhaps it's time to downsize into something more practical. Empower yourself and you're going to reclaim command of your out-of-control financial situation. Are you overspending on anything you don't care about or don't need? Let us know in the comment section below. Budgeting isn't easy, but it's necessary for a prosperous financial future. Keep these mistakes in mind so you can stay on track with your budget and possibly even add to your savings account. Until then, fellas.